last we left the party. Oh wait, wrong.
Everything
campaign.
was on fire.
Sorry.
Last we left the party.
I can do a gnomish voice if you'd like.
No.
Yeah.
When last we left the party, there were these horrifically evil demons.
Say inconceivable.
And then inconceivable. Actually, I can do that because I just have to. There we go. Inconceivable. There we go. Gotta get a very specific cadence for it.
Perfect.
Anyways.
When you play Gnome, you can do that voice.
Oh.
All right. So what's this earth elemental doing here?
I don't think this word means what you think it means.
Yeah.
So when we last left the party, you did finally find the area or the person that you were looking for in these tunnels. After going on a merry chase around the various twists and turns, you finally came to what seems to be a place that Bupido is residing in.
Okay, Bupido, first thing. I need you to explain all this, or else we're going to take you back to the spider lair we just passed.
Yeah, just as a reminder of what's in this room, since we cut off somewhat abruptly last time. Bupido's in here. There's phaserus all over this place, as Liam is probably excited about. It is lighting up this room in its rainbow multicolored hues. Inside this room, aside from just being a cave, there seems to be a couple items of interest. And Tassin, you would probably especially note this. This place is laid out a bit like a shrine, a religious shrine. Probably not one that you would attend, but you recognize the pattern. As a matter of fact, you've seen this pattern before in the center. This was in the cultist room that you assaulted and killed before, although this one seems to be made out of both a combination of what looks like white chalk or something and bones and various pieces of humanoids in decay. You do see working over or turning away from working over at what looks like a kind of makeshift alchemical table / lab is Bupido, who has a very stained apron on. You do see a couple of other figures in here that you do immediately recognize. The first one, who is loud in center, is Glabagul, who is currently in the center of this contraption right here.
Glabagul, run!
There's no legs. This is not happening.
Glabagul, slide!
Okay, there you go.
Slide, there you go. You can tell he's been sliding around a little bit.
It's a messy. Clean, actually.
He seems to be pulsating and just drinking in the phaserus as it is here. You can actually literally see it physically almost just folding into him and making him shimmer and rainbow colored, almost like he's just slick with oil. He seems to be somewhat in a trance or something, like the normal eyes that you see on top of him that are normally darting around or just staring straight ahead. And you do notice that there is some sort of magic circle around him. You also see Stool. Stool is just kind of piddling around on the side over there. And it seems to have been leashed to a post by one of its legs. The third person that you recognize is Asha, who I guess perhaps not a great surprise since the Droki character was supposed to take her here. But she is currently in a little, not so much of a cot, but a mat of hay that's on the ground and seems to be asleep, which those of you who know Drow is probably unusual. It's actually sleeping. So, Mark, this place is giving off a pretty huge sense of demonic power here, and it's moving, like it's flowing inwards, almost like it's being collected in the center here. That is just being drawn from the ambience. You can even almost feel it like just moving past you towards the center. That's in this place does not feel okay. Like this actually just feels bad, like you've entered almost a desecrated area.
Super wrong. Got it.
Yeah.
If I might, like in a TV show, I can picture the camera lingers on my character and it's just like, And then the camera like goes up to your face, which is just
distraught.
Or you forgot the licking of the lips.
oh yeah, I'm just and then it cuts over to oh god, I can't think of your
Liam?
character's name with it. Liam. Cuts over to Liam, who's just like
There's a lot of interesting arcane stuff in here for sure. A lot of
Yeah.
experimental stuff. Those chests that you did mention, you do recognize those. Those came with the Deep Gnome Caravan.
all right.
Okay.
I think we go kill Bupido, we loot the place.
And
Well,
resume time after you take all that in. And Bupido continues off from when we left last session. He says, "Oh, there you are. I didn't figure I'd see you.
what's all this?
Well, this is a bit of a makeshift contraption. I got kicked out of my good place, but I managed to take some stuff with me." And he
To
points.
the bad place?
No, this is this is going to be my second lab, I guess. It's in the works, right?
Okay.
That little creature right there, and he points at the slime in the center.
Mhm.
Blessing in disguise. He is such a conduit, such an absorber of demonic energy.
So you're drawing demonic energy here.
Oh, it's yes. I mean, it's all over the place. The Phaserus is just a conduit for it, and if I can focus it on being collected there and this creature, then we can extract it. It's been working out wonders so far the past few days. And he points over at the alchemical lab where you see a bunch of vials and stuff. You do notice that as he points over there, he seems to have something that you haven't really seen in him before. He has this very spindly looking tattoo that is just wrapping around his arm. It looks relatively fresh.
Okay. So what are you extracting the demonic energy for?
Well, I mean, and he points at Mark and he says, "For stuff like that, huh? It's power."
I turn to my stalwart companion, Bryn Shan Steel Mayum. Oh my god. Mayum Run Stoled
Let's just say fluffy.
His tail is down, his
Elisashi.
hackles are just completely up. Like he's almost become a floofy dog.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting here. I'm just like, sorry, buddy. That's,
Like he looks up at you like he's like, "Ed, are we gonna do this? Like what? I'm following your lead."
Hang on, let's just see.
Yes, you can almost feel like Dawnbringer just going,
That's just
Kill
you,
him.
I'm gonna speak up. Have you learned anything in all these experiments, like where the demons are coming from, why there's so many of them, if there's any big names roaming around, you know, any kind of intel?
well, I mean, not much more than we knew before. I mean, wherever all this stuff came from, I don't know. I didn't do it. I don't think anyone around here did it. It's just happening.
Right. This whole time, by the way, I'm going to be kind of edging over to, oh god, it's Gloopadul, right? He doesn't have a name on the thing.
Glabagul.
Glabagul.
Glabagul. He doesn't have a name. I can't see his name.
Here.
I even checked. I was like,
There you
hey,
go.
Bob. So I'm going to kind of be meandering over to Glabagul while I'm talking. And this isn't in any threatening way. I'm just kind of, the goal is to be like over here-ish by the time I'm finished. That's probably going to take a minute because I'm taking my time. So I can...
Mublo says, "Watch out! Watch so you don't step over that circle in the center there."
Yeah, don't worry. I don't like are those bugs? I don't like bugs. Were they bugs?
But all these, and he points to like the corpses.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean you gotta have some sort of sacrifice to fuel this thing, right?
Right.
Look, these people are not going to fight demons when they come here, all right? It's better to just use them for something like this and give the power to people who actually are going to do something. It's a better
Wait,
life,
so you
trust
killed-
me.
You killed a bunch of people?
No, well, a few, but I mean,
Cultists.
he pokes at the pile over here and he says, "I think there's a few in here." I know a couple of them tried to stop me, and then they just wound up here, and that happens. They're probably happy because they're feeling some demon ritual, you know. I don't know. They're always weird. We never did get along super well.
I checked my light side, dark side meter really quick.
Yeah.
Is it going down just for being with this guy? Am I getting dark side points just for not killing him?
I don't know. It's up to you.
The whole point of roaming over here is to be closer to Glabagul. I'm like, you doing okay, Glabagul?
It turns its eyes to you, just kind of slowly, and he says, "This is a very." It sounds very shaky. He says, "This is a very interesting sensation."
It sounds like a bad thing. If I'm being, can we get him out of there? Bupido? I mean, I know he's useful and all, but he's. I mean, you don't want me running stuff through you if you happen to be a good conduit, right? I mean, it's a person, so.
Well, I'm not a good conduit.
Yes, but if you were, it would suck if we were using you as a conduit, right?
You know, just I don't think he actually feels anything. Don't worry. If that's what you're worried about. Like, I mean, it's a gelatinous cube. I mean, literally the only reason it's got eyes poking out of it is because it's demon infused. I don't even think it's alive.
All right, so viewers at home, should we kill Bupido? Vote 1 for yes.
So, listen, so all three of you, I know, and he points at Task and he says, "You're probably not going to be up for this. Don't worry, I understand. You got to cling to the old duplicitous gods and whatever."
Wow, great lead in.
just speaking it out there. I
Look,
mean, Caliber sucks.
I'm just saying what everybody's thinking, all right? I mean, the gods are only in it for themselves. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. They gave you power when it's convenient, but you know, when it's not, they just go and do their own thing.
Out of curiosity, how is Bren reacting to this particular speech?
Not super well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
I mean, he seems like he knows enough not to just go haywire, but he's doing the crouching dog thing, just like moving behind you, just waiting for somebody to do something.
Yeah.
Is anyone carrying Rump enough? Otherwise, he's just going to be waddling along. Oh, Ron was carrying him, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was gonna say Ron is literally carrying. I'm not sure where Ron is. Right? Where's Liam? I actually lost him.
Liam is over there in the slime.
Why are you in
Next
the
to Stool.
slime?
It's the safest place
What
to
are
be.
you doing in the slime?
It's non-conductive.
I'm getting close to Stool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's valid.
Oh, do you want to get spored? Okay. So as it senses somebody get closer, it goes, and you feel you're on the spore network with both Rump It Up and Stool now. So there's a Stool says hi, and then there's an instant reunion as Rump It Up says, "Hey Stool, hi," and then they're just chattering back and forth. You're just kind of in the middle of this right now.
I'm going to try and interrupt them.
Mm-hmm.
Stool, what's going on?
Oh, hey, I don't really know. I've been here. I got put here. I was put somewhere else, and then I got put here, and I got something tied around my leg, I think.
Worst inside man ever.
Have you not seen anything?
Oh, I've seen a lot of stuff I don't understand. There's been a bunch of flashing lights. He's my friend now. Glabagul goes back and forth between the circle a lot. There's been a lot of weird chemicals going in the air. Sometimes it's if I could cough, I would, but I don't think I can cough. It just is yucky.
So how well can I see the tattoo writhing on his arm?
Oh, fairly well. It covers, as you've gotten a little bit closer, it covers a lot of his exposed skin, which isn't a whole lot with the apron and his little robe that he has going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can see it. It looks. Actually, go ahead and make me either an arcane or a religion check on this.
I was going to say, can I recognize it with religion?
Mm-hmm. This particular one, yeah.
21.
21. Okay.
Not natural.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely some demonic type runes on that that's woven into that. That much you can recognize. You haven't seen this particular type of tattoo before, but you are very sure it is a magically empowered one. Probably some sort of demonic boon.
Okay. And he didn't have it before.
You're pretty sure, unless he hit it really well, which is possible. Based on your medicine, it looks pretty fresh.
Hit it as well as, say, Marek.
So what?
Hit it as well as Marek.
Oh, no.
And so much as not at all.
Yeah. Speaking of Mark, Boop points at Mark and says, "Hey, you're interested in any more of that demonic power? You know, kind of, we had like an impromptu session like way back when. In fact, I'm surprised it actually went as well as it did. But by the way, thank you." And he points at Liam. He says, if you want to take part in any more of these rituals to help gather some more of this stuff, then I'd appreciate your help. You were invaluable last time. I mean, we can do a good thing here."
Okay, hold up.
Mhm.
So, pause time in character. We need to decide as a party how we're dealing with this. I think, like, I think this is officially a pick a side kind of a thing, right?
Mhm.
We're either cool with this or we're not. Now, not can mean just leaving or putting a stop to it, but we're cool with this or we're not, right? So,
Yeah, I
So-
agree.
and I have
So
to
I fall on
admit,
the not side.
I mean, I have to
Yeah.
admit, I'm kind of leaning not too, even in character. Like, Mark has recently interacted with Bahamut and the thing, and he's seen a taste of just how bad this can get. And demonic power is great and all, but there's a line. It's right there. And it feels like someone has gone over that line who is 5 feet in front, or not 5 feet in front of me, but like, how many feet in front of me? Where is he? It's okay, 30 feet in front of me right now.
Mm.
And I feel like we should do that. But what do you think, Liam? Because you're the other person who's deciding here. Like, I can be swayed either way, I guess.
No, I'm really leaning towards the same opinion. I think something has happened and he has crossed a line.
Yeah. I'm also okay. This is the worst analogy, but imagine someone who has tried like an addictive drug once, kind of, and then they see a crack addict. That's how Mark feels right now. It's just,
Yeah.
because I mean, all the other fell things, all the other demonic things, those are just demons or crazed people. That's whatever, right? Those are just evil, whatever. This is, he's just like, hey, we're all reasonable and nice and kind, and we're gonna figure things out. It'll be cool. Everything's cool. It's just need my next fix. Just give me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings us to question number 2. How do we not be okay with this?
So my thought was I'm going to see maybe we can try and save him from himself
Mm-hmm.
and see if there's a way to either deactivate or separate the tattoo from him, because that seems new
Yeah.
and altogether not good. And I'm a little concerned that he has like 3 of the caravan chests and there's no caravan.
Also,
And he already said he killed a bunch of people for this circle.
who he's not even sure
Or
who
the
they
spiral.
were. That's the
Right.
key part. It's like he doesn't even care.
Yeah.
He's negligent rather than malicious, but that's just as bad.
Is there anything identifiable from those bodies?
Ooh, they can either investigation or medicine would work.
While he's rolling that, what's going on with Asha? Is she just sitting there? Is
She just seems to be asleep and has not woken up in all of this.
No, I hate to ask this. What are those things she's on?
Hey.
Okay, thank you.
Bones, why do you ask?
Yeah.
I mean, it's relevant, you know.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
probably
know.
the most normal part of the room. It's just like, hey, Matt.
Okay. So she's just okay. Like, is she
The
next
bones
to
of
be
the fallen? Why?
sacrificed for what's going on here?
Yeah,
is she
really.
in charge of this? I mean, okay. Sorry, what'd you get, Liam?
24.
24? Wow. Okay.
17 on the die.
Yeah, nice. So you do recognize a few things, and some of the garments that are strewn between you start piecing like bits of them together and trying to reconstruct like the images of what this would have looked like in your mind. You're like, some of these people do seem like some of the caravan people. Just a few that you see. The other ones are probably cultists, or at least the ones that you ran into. You see a few Durgar, a few commoners. You think this is just a mishmash of random people almost, but you do see a few recognizable caravan people in there.
So I'm fine not knowing any of that. I'm fine with trying to salvage him. I suppose we should probably decide in advance how we're going to deal with him if he is not salvageable. Like, I'm not comfortable just murder hoboing him, you know, but
Gotta save your dealer.
Look, if you've ever played any Grand Theft Auto game, you know, rule 1, which is in literally all of the games, is never touch your own supply.
Right.
I'm not joking. That is in all of them. We cover this in the GTA low run. Never touch your own supply.
This guy's definitely using his own
It's
supply.
consistent.
Just
Yeah.
So yeah, no, let's make an effort here, and then gosh, I don't know.
We can always restrain him and take him to rehab.
Yes.
Is there a demonic rehab? Is that a thing?
In Gracklestug,
the
there's a lot of demonic
Yes, it's called a
rehabs.
church.
It's probably not what you're thinking, though.
No, I don't want to. It's demonic
That's
rehab.
more-
This is like the
There we
worst
go.
place ever.
We're
to
gonna
sit-
help him.
do that.
He's gonna be so much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's not thinking any bad thoughts
Ah.
anymore.
Okay.
Or much of anything else.
Oh my god. Yeah, the other thing I'm concerned by, if I could be completely blunt, and I know this sounds horrible, but even the pragmatist me is looking at this like, what is all this accomplishing? Like, it's like, I will kill people and sacrifice people to science, and then that's it. Like, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
Yeah. So, in character, what I'm probably going to do is basically, I want to specifically catch Taston's eye, because I'm sure he's thinking, "Oh God, Mark's totally into this," and I want to make it clear based on my expression. You know, just kind of, and then I'm going to catch Liam's eye and see what his face is, and just kind of get a verbal confirmation in character that all three of us are not on board with this. Is what I'm going for.
Are you trying to covertly pass a message right here?
Yes, which is why I'm saying this out loud, because we have to do
Yes.
that in character.
That is a deception if you're not wanting
Yep.
Bupido to catch on.
Yeah. Where's God? And of course I don't have Cord or Platty present. Hang on, I haven't been able to find my
Natural
dice
one means you start
recently.
moving towards him and snapping.
Maybe I have.
Let's
Can I
see.
do an Arcana check on the circle?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, do that while I find my dice. Please tell me it's.
Ooh,
Oh, yep,
that's not
spare. Okay.
11.
I need to see what level it is. Yeah, not quite sure. You think it's some abjuration circle, but you can't really identify it specifically.
So I rolled a 12.
Okay. Now let me
Great.
see. So here's the thing. Remember last time when I was telling you about Darrow Wisdom?
Slow.
Slow.
Okay.
Which might explain some of these things too. But
It would, yeah, it would explain a lot.
He has a -3 to his wisdom.
God.
Oh.
No, I'd only rolled a 12.
You can tell. You're like, that was too obvious, or maybe it wasn't, because he just seems to be prattling on.
Okay.
And he's like, well, so
Go with it.
this is gonna work out like fabulous. I think I can upscale this. And
Okay, so while he's talking, I need to roll a second deception check, because this is a second lie.
okay.
That's barely better. It's a 13. Jesus. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm totally with this. I'm totally completely on board with all this. And I want to hear more.
Okay.
how close do I get to him before he realizes I'm lying through my teeth?
Like I said, he actually does not have a prayer of
Okay,
detecting
so
anything unless somebody rolls completely awfully.
I'm like, hey, this is wonderful. And what I want to do is I don't want to like grab him, but I want to kind of lend an arm on his. How tall is he compared to me?
He is a little bit shorter than you, but not much.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure. So
Yeah.
just kind of arm around the shoulder, like, hey, and I just want to kind of guide him gently over this way.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll to do this?
Well, you've already succeeded in your deception. I'm giving him insight because you are leading him towards a cleric.
That's
that
true.
he knows actively hates him.
I am leading him towards a cleric.
No, it'll be fine.
Wait,
It's not
hang
me
on.
you have to
Can
worry
I do
about.
a third? Can I do a third deception to lead him towards Rumpadump? And it's because now listen, we just found out. I can't remember. Does my character in character know about Twitface? I can't think of her name all of a sudden.
I don't know who that is.
The demon lord we just found out about last session.
Oh,
The mushroom lady,
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Zuggy,
Zuggy,
Zugmoy, however it's pronounced.
lightning
Lady
lady.
Fungi.
looked it up too to figure out how to pronounce it.
I mean, I would have passed on any information that I
I'm
got. so.
pretty sure that you all figured that out, and you were in the link last time anyway.
It is Zugtmoy. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so sorry. Point being, so I'm aware of Zugtmoy. Yay. So as part of this deception, I want to be like, listen, that guy over there, that his name is Rumpadump. You need to go see this guy. He's been in connection with Zugtmoy.
Oh, great!
And so deception roll. I mean, this isn't a lie, but I am deceiving him. So
Yeah, you're deceiving him. He says, "Well,
Yes.
great. This
Okay.
may be another connection that we can use. I mean, siphoning off 2 demon lords.
that would be wonderful. You're siphoning a demon lord?
Well, I mean,
I
indirectly.
stall in the middle of my deception. You're siphoning a demon lord?
I mean, indirectly. So the plan is that once we really get this going and we can make sure the circle is really secure. Remember when they opened that portal last time, or it opened itself?
You're going to summon a demon lord here.
No, I'm not going to summon a demon lord. That'd be stupid. But
I like how that's the stupid part.
a small connection, constant connection to the abyss would be incredibly great.
That's true. Just think about, oh my, that would be wonderful. And this whole time, so I get a 17 total. So I actually rolled
Okay.
decent for once.
I rolled a 5.
And I'm and so I'm actually leading him like over here
Yes.
towards Rumpadump. And as I'm leading over, there's going to be like, I'm going to look at Taston like, kind of point at the arm, with the tattoo, like.
I rolled a 13 on my insight, by the way, to see how
How well you're in on all this.
yeah, basically.
I mean, as you kind of know what's up.
I love the idea that Liam is like, oh my God, Mark has turned to the dark side and just starts casting lightning bolt at me.
Oh no,
I
I
have
was
to stop you, Mark.
We're all in a group.
I have to start you. Anyways, sorry.
fireball. No.
No.
Anyway, so
Again?
we're over here. I guess.
Ron, you could use a tattoo, and Ron's like, oh. What?
Okay, yeah, we need to spring. We need to spring.
So,
You're the cleric. What do you do with this stupid tattoo? I don't know.
right. No. I mean, like the thought process is I was going to lay the flat of Dawnbringer against the tattoo to see what happens.
Oh
To see
God.
if, like there's a reaction, or like if it breaks him out of what he's in, or if it has any effect at all, or
You ever had like?
I'm hoping I don't have to cut his arm off.
Just kind of shoved under your skin before.
Yeah, but assuming if that's the effect, then I know where I'm going with this.
What are you just trying to? I mean, it'll burn him, but I mean, what are you trying to?
I was hoping it would like basically burn the tattoo like it's a living thing,
Oh,
trying
I
to
see.
burn it
Okay.
off of him, like it's a leech or something.
Does he know enough to roll for that before we burn the guy's arm?
That'd almost be an Arcana thing with this situation. You can,
I was gonna say otherwise I could try Greater Restoration to see if I could
yeah,
remove the
you can
curse.
make
Arcana
you can make an
check at
intelligence Arcana
disadvantage.
or religion. The religion one is going to be pretty high though, because this is like a more arcane than anything.
Okay, I'll do Arcana. Natural 20. Okay. And I have no bonus in Arcana. That's super dumb.
Well, so here's the thing. You logic this out briefly to see what this would do. So you suspect that the tattoo is not really a living thing. It is more of a almost like a magic item, a magically attuned item that's bonded to him. You're pretty sure that there's not going to be a way to remove it by just burning it off of him, unless you actually remove either the body part, or, well, a wish might do it. But that's almost like I don't know,
have that spell.
Yeah, that's
Don't
almost
have
like
that
I don't know
diamond.
of anything else. So of course that would work, but this seems pretty permanent based on what you can see right here.
Would he be able to renounce it if he chose to? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. If I was being asked that
Cassie,
question,
you wouldn't really be sure. Not being proficient in this and not having time to study it with some proper spells, you would not be sure. This is your visual guess.
So in character, you know, all this runs through Taston's head, and Mark's just gonna look at Taston basically expectantly because I got him over here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, basically it's going to be lay the sword on his arm on the tattoo. It will burn him, but it'll also surprise him, and then we'll try and subdue him.
Okay.
Because I don't want to kill him unless we have to.
All right. Well, in that case, here's what we'll do.
This is an intervention, Vupido.
We're
all of us are here because we care about you.
Yeah, this is going to hurt us more than it's going to hurt you. Okay, well, maybe not, but still.
Well,
Really quick before we get into initiative.
Okay.
I am going to untie Stool.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy. Somebody's just done a very simple loop around his leg.
And what is it that what was holding him? Was it rope or?
It's just a bit of rope. It seemed to be
string.
I mean, it seemed to be more just like a guide than something that was meant to just hold him in place if he was getting away.
How long is it?
Just like 5 or so feet long.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Okay. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh, well, okay. Well, I got that at the same time. All right. So, Taston, you're going to try and start this out?
Yep.
All right. Since you have deceived this fellow so handily with his massive insight, I'll let you have a surprise on him. Let's wait until we do the surprise stuff before we get into initiative, because this might end quickly.
I really don't want to kill this guy. I'd feel so bad.
We'll see. Taston, what do you do?
So he's leading him over, and then I'll basically step behind, grab his... Is it the left or the right arm?
It is his right arm.
Okay. So basically I'll have to do a cross grab with my left hand and lay Dawnbringer the flat onto the tattoo.
Okay. So you just lurch over there and just do the cross grab and just lay it on there. And there's instant burning. As you might expect when you lay a holy sword across a creature like this.
Okay.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
And then immediately try and restrain him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check then.
I'll go ahead and also restrain because I'm right there. Yeah. Oh,
6.
24.
Okay. So it takes both of you.
Clearly.
Because it's like you do it and it's like touching your hand to a stove. He just has like an instinct to just like go like that, and try and squirm away from whatever you're trying to do to him. You do some damage to him, so go ahead and roll your Dawnbringer holy damage. Not
Oh,
holy,
Jesus.
radiant damage.
By the way, this whole time it's like, we're here to help you, Bupido. We're here to help you. It's okay.
Have this hot iron.
It's okay. Relax. Convert. No, wait.
Oh, that's 11 points.
Oh, he dies. No,
Jesus,
No,
I
he
didn't
doesn't.
want to
He
do
does not.
that.
No, he does not die. It does not
That
look
would be
like he
really
likes it, though. Like
horrible.
there's this big like brand across his arm now.
Would it
And
do
you-
full damage because I'm only using the flat?
Yeah, he's remember
he's
how
super
Mark
sensitive.
was burning when you touched him?
Yeah.
This is the
Okay.
worst.
Ooh, okay.
This is like cannot even come in contact with things like this.
Got it.
This is like my channel divinity might work against this guy, things like this. Okay, but you both restrain him, and he hasn't even had the chance to let out anything except just a surprise exhalation of air before you both grab him. Liam.
Are there any rags or like burlap or anything nearby?
There's plenty of bits of rags and stuff on the table over here. Yeah, some of them probably soaked with some alchemical stuff, but there's a bunch of scrap.
Note to self: need to specialize in herbalism. You'll understand why in a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay,
That's a cantrip.
that is a cantrip.
And hold on. First, I'm going to, so 5, 10, 15, that'll work. All right. First, I'm going to go over to the table, grab a cloth, large size.
Okay.
Then I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
Give the cloth to the Mage Hand.
Okay.
Mage Hand is then going to fly over and drop the cloth on top of Bupido's head,
Okay.
blinding him.
Oh, okay.
Note to self: need to learn how to make chloroform.
Oh,
Okay, so he's temporarily blinded, although he can just yank it off, but if he needs to. But for now, he is to add insult to injury. He's both blind and grappled.
Pretty much. I'm going to rephrase my action slightly.
Okay.
The hand is not dropping the cloth on him. It's like holding the cloth in front of his face.
Okay.
So it's going to take more than just, brush it away.
Okay. I'll say it probably can't replicate something like just permanent blindness on
No,
this guy, but for now,
if nothing else, it's an annoyance.
yeah, no, for sure. I'd be annoyed. All right. I think Ron would probably just try and join in the restrained party because this seems to be the popular thing to do.
On pile.
I like the
Oh,
idea that he
wait.
does it without letting down Rumpadump. So he's just
Right.
like,
just gonna crush them both.
Oh,
yeah.
Why would you need to put him down? Okay.
Add
so,
friend, Ropadump.
so Ron gives, a good old squeeze. I mean, he can do this one-handed. He can almost just pin his arm to the side with one hand, which he does. And not to be outdone, Bren joins in the fray, who actually has a natural trip attack, which is great. So Bren, you can just tell he's been waiting to do this. Just latches on to Bupido's pant leg and tries to drag him to the ground while everyone's on top of him. How strong are you, Bupido? Darrow strong, right. So he
Strength
falls on the
is-
ground. My strength is +0. Thank you very much. It's one of my higher stats.
Okay.
It's always bad when it's like, this is just a dude, and everybody's like
Treating him like an end boss.
ah! He goes
Everyone, make
down.
sure to bloodlust. We need a bloodlust for this guy.
He's prone. He's got a cloth on his face. He has grappled by multiple people. He has a burn on his arm.
Hey.
He goes down hard, and I mean, he can't do much. I'm not going to bother rolling initiative right now because, like, what is he going to do? So he, at this point, finally starts barely saying something as he has a lot of people on him and he is on the ground. So it's hard for him to draw a breath. And he says, "What? Why would you do that? Ow, my arm. What are you doing? Look, I'm willing to share it. You don't have to take it. Mark, come on."
I'm totally deferring to Taston here.
You killed all those people.
I didn't kill all those people. I just killed a few of them.
Okay, you killed a few of them. Why?
You've killed a few people. What are you
Who
saying?
attacked us?
They could have. Some of them did attack me.
They could have attacked. Okay, what about the one? Actually, I don't know that, so I can't say that.
What do you think the cultists did when I tried to leave? Come on, you're barking up the wrong tree here, especially you. And he kicks at the dog.
Cute. You think they're not going to notice you're siphoning energy from the abyss?
I'm sure eventually, but it won't matter at that point.
You're going to attract a demon lord.
They're
gonna
already
open
here.
a
What are you
gate.
talking about? They're coming. We saw it.
Yeah, we've been trying to send them back.
What's your plan?
Well, not open another door for them.
Look, you got the power here. You might as well use it. Fight fire with fire, as they say.
What, by becoming a demon lord yourself by killing people?
Well, I wasn't planning on becoming a demon lord. Like, come on.
Well, were you planning on becoming?
Well, eventually a deity.
Hang on, I need to roll to
Yeah, that
to everything.
that's a hard no.
How legit is that sentence that he just said?
Make an insight check.
So that's going to be a 25.
25 insight check. He seems completely straight-faced when he is saying that is his goal. Like, he totally thinks that's possible.
I mean, it is. This is Faerun, but
Yeah. How do you think all the rest of them got there? Half of them aren't even original gods.
You take that back.
I mean, look, all right.
Kellenvor's been there forever.
All right,
No,
Sir
he
Kellenvor,
hasn't.
I
listen
know.
to me.
It's just, I would love it if Taston's like, and he actually doesn't know in character.
Mm-hmm.
He's totally unaware.
Yeah, he's always been there. What?
No, we'll talk later, Taston.
Yeah, no, we can't have this conversation now.
And Taston just looks over. He wasn't always there, and like they just completely forget about Bupido as they start talking about Kellenvor for like 10 minutes. Bupido's just laying there like, oh, for God's sakes.
Religion and politics, it always gets everybody going.
Right.
It's the worst thing at Thanksgiving. All right, so you
Get this cloth out of my face.
Mage hand will slowly float up.
He looks PO'd as you see the cloth lift off his face. He says, look, so here's your choice. You either have some sort of plan, not let him come through and wreck this place, or you get their power and you beat them back when they come through. Like, no one has any other plan, I promise you. It's only logical.
okay, real talk. I've stopped thinking that there's a way to save him, and I'm just gonna look up at Taston like.
So truly, you want to take the path to the deity?
Why not? Isn't that the path for everybody? Well, if someone said, "Hey, you want to be a deity?" Would you say no?
Do you have any idea how much work that is?
It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. No kidding.
Plus, you'll have everyone else up in your grill constantly. Everyone below you is like, and everyone above you is like,
Yeah. Or I mean, I'm not going to do it like some stupid way, like taking the place of some other deity and causing the complete destruction of all magic. Like that's terrible.
It.
Hey,
So the problem becomes now, I don't know if I can just kill him outright.
I know your sword can.
hey, Liam, you want to be a
Yeah.
god?
So I was thinking, like, take him. Trying to,
Liam's like, well, actually, now that you say that out loud.
Yeah.
Just you
Funny
and us
you mentioned.
side by side, studying spells all day.
I am actually quite curious. I'm pretty sure Tastin and I are on the same page here. I'm curious where Liam's sitting on this one.
As interesting as it would be to gain the knowledge, I don't think it's right.
What's the name of Gracklestug's? It's not the Gracklestug Guard, but it's the people who are looking for those who are delving into demonic. I mean, we're trying to get out of the city. They won't let us out of the city because they're being too fanatical, but we found somebody who actually fits the bill of what they're searching for. But what's the name of that group? Is it?
You haven't heard of any groups?
I don't want to say the
named.
Inquisition because that sounds
They
too...
just seem to be the general guard of the city.
Okay. So I'm thinking we should turn him in.
You know, those are a bunch of idiots. If you're just gonna turn me in, they're just gonna kill me. Well, that's all that's gonna happen.
I hate to agree with Bupido here, but
They're stupid, they're superstitious, and they have no idea what's going on.
at that point, all we're doing is handing the axe to someone else, you know? Not that I'm particularly fond of killing, but... Here, Ron, can you hold him?
Okay. He picks him up and he just holds him in one hand, dangling.
Thank you. Okay, and I let go, and I'm gonna go over here. I want to do my own investigation check on these dead people.
What if we turn them over to Zareth?
To who?
I rolled well. Yeah, who's Zareth? I'm sorry.
Zareth of House
So
Zolaran.
Dark Elves?
That would go incredibly horrifically.
He actually says, like, actually don't do that. I'd rather you kill me.
I just one slice. I'm good.
I
Mean,
mean,
say that's
so here's the
going
thing. You turn me
darker.
over there and now the drow have some way to siphon demonic power. It seems like that's not what you want.
Good point.
I mean, they already got plenty of that and we've seen what they do with it.
So
No, he's got a point. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
that is a good point. If we want to torture him to death, we can do that.
I was gonna say, you know,
If we're just giving into the dark side, sure. I got a 21 in my investigate. Here's the thing. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this question. It feels like how ritualistic were these killings?
With the investigation, you can tell there was definitely a pattern to these killings. Definitely done by some sort of small, sharp-edged weapon. And these were laid out. Looks like they're backstabs, and it looks like they were laid out in a specific pattern.
Okay, so the reason I asked that, it occurred to me in the middle of this conversation. I've been sort of assuming that this is like, you know, roll to attack. Oh, you're dead, dragged to the circle.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a serial killer. These look premeditated, and I'm going to point this out in character.
They do. You can tell that they probably didn't even struggle. There's no signs of like the blade digging around as somebody struggling. It's just clean.
Yeah, just a clean slip.
Someone with medicine would probably be able to tell more about that.
I don't have medicine. Sorry.
okay. So has anybody passed along that among the bodies were the caravan? I know Liam discovered that, but that's
Oh yeah,
his
Liam.
character.
So I
don't
share
know
that,
yet.
which would be a good prompt, Liam, if you want to share your investigation check.
Well, that one, and that one were all from the caravan.
Now, real quick, are those some of the ones that were killed or murdered? Let's use that word, murdered.
Yeah, I mean they were all like that.
Oh, jeez, that's
Okay.
even worse than I thought.
So, unless somebody tells me to stay my hand, I'm going to kill him. That kind of breaks it. There's no reason to kill the caravan guards. That's unacceptable. My character would not be cool with that.
I'm
Those
not cool with
people who
that. I'm
helped
the
us.
pragmatic one. I don't think
Well,
Liam's
yeah,
cool
I
with
know.
that.
But
He
I mean,
doesn't
like,
give
just
a
like
damn.
in my character's mindset, I'm like, that's it. You cross that line. These people who helped us with nothing to gain, after we are just wanting to travel, and they helped us on our way. And
Yeah, honestly, I could literally picture as this information. You just stop for a second and then right through him. As he's being held
So
there.
before you do that, I'm
okay,
approaching.
that's why I'm checking. Because
So
I
in the middle of this conversation, I'm approaching the circle, and those caravan people that I just pointed out, I'm going to basically kick with my foot.
Okay.
And I'm talking to Bubido. So why did you kill this one and this one and this one?
Because I needed bodies. And what?
That
There's
was the
more-
only reason.
Basically. Like,
Hang
you-
on,
you need-
let's roll to see if he's lying here. I rolled crap. That's got to be on someone else. Roll deception to see, or insight.
okay. I was gonna say, what am I rolling for that?
Roll insight.
It'd
to
be
see
an
if he's
insight
lying.
check, wisdom insight.
Insight. Okay.
Yeah, I got like a 4 or 5, I guess.
19.
19.
24.
Okay. So Mark, you're like, yeah, well, I mean, I can't really tell. Like he's been kind of weird with us so far. I mean, he thought he was headed for beatific status. Liam and Taston, you're like, yeah, he's definitely realizing that, we're onto it. He doesn't want to give away that he was, murdering people that you liked. Definitely was not just that he needed bodies. You sense he's deceiving you.
Okay.
By the authority vested in me, Taston, do what you need to do.
Okay. So I lay the flat of the blade after grabbing his arm again.
Up.
Why did you kill them?
Make me an intimidation check. And I'll give you advantage since you
Okay.
got that accursed sword.
The
Yeah.
damnable sword. All right, that's
Okay.
2. That's obviously not going to work. And
Okay.
21. Okay.
Well, he gets a lot more callous. Like he's really, really tired of this line of questioning. But you can sense that he's like legitimately afraid of getting burned in the face or something like that by this. And he says, well, you know what? If you really want the truth, I like it. And that's what fuels the ritual too. You gotta actually want to do it. It's part of it. The more you know the person, the better. It's the way it works. Not my rules. So yeah. Sometimes you do have to target specific people. But I won't do it to you, don't worry.
And we thought we knew you. And then I sent you to a judgment higher than myself. Kelmvor will most likely find you wanting. And I run into
He says, Kellenvor is it, and then
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that last part. Okay.
yeah, I mean, there's no way you can survive another hit with your sun sword. He gets burned almost just incinerated just by the reaction with him and the Sun Sword. You sense much pleasure from Dawnbringer when this happens. And he goes down just steaming and smoking. And Ron says, should I drop him now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Thank
He
you,
just shoves him roughly on the floor.
What's the tattoo doing?
The tattoo's not doing anything right now.
Oh, okay.
If it's moving, kill it, get it.
Yeah, just chop.
Oh, the fire.
Liam, can you get Glabagool out of there? Yeah. I think
Glabagool is...
We did say not to cross the circle.
I mean, we can.
I know. Yeah, I know it's dumb, but like it's not.
Okay. Glabagool.
This is not a difficult maze.
You've solved my puzzle. No. No.
I think Third was talking about this circle.
That's right. The yellow one.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm just being snarky. I'm sorry. So yeah, no, Liam, that's why I'm turning to you. Like circle, helpless conduit of help. We need to get Glabagool out of there.
Glabagool.
Yeah.
I think it's time you took a break.
Ooh, okay. And it looks around and it starts to slop up against the side of this, but it doesn't seem to be able to leave.
Arcane check.
Yeah, go ahead. Meanwhile, Tassin Ront puts his hand on your shoulder and he gives you a nod. He says, good execution, shaman. Much respect.
I took no pleasure in that.
Oh, I did.
Speaking of which, how is Rumpadump responding to all of these interesting events that have just happened?
It hasn't said anything. It just seems to be observing curiously. Like it's like, oh, all right.
Must be a Tuesday.
I turned to Rumpadump, zugged my servant.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you actually on the network with it?
Actually, that's a good point.
Oh, that's true. He's not.
That's a good point. So I'm just like.
So you
I'm
say
doing
that,
it.
and it just kind of looks at you curiously.
I'm actually gonna run over to Asha. I'm
No
gonna check on
ticket.
her while you're. Oh, that's I should have. Well, you're checking the circle. I'm gonna check Asha. So.
Liam, what do you have?
I got a 10 on my Arcana.
Okay.
Jeez.
You know, it's definitely some sort of abjuration circle, and it seems to be. At least you can tell now it's focused inwards, so it's meant to contain whatever is inside there.
Hey, Tassin, can I borrow your sword for a moment?
I don't actually know.
Not me personally. I mean, like, can you come over here and try and cut
yes,
the
of course.
arcane circle with your arcane sword?
I was gonna say, I know I can't really give it to Mark, but yeah. Okay, sorry, we'll shook up.
Meanwhile, Brian is on the ground and just kind of going, and the corpse, just making sure it's dead.
I give the dog scritches.
Mm-hmm.
In case you're, I kneel down to the dog and just really quietly I mention, make sure I never go that far.
Just don't worry, you won't get the chance.
Thank you.
All right. So you're gonna. What are you borrowing the sword for?
I was
Guess,
asking
like, what to touch.
to like see if you can cut the arcane circle. Because it's like in the floor, right?
The
Or
outer
written
one
on
or
the
this
floor?
inner one?
Yeah, it's like chalked.
The
Okay, so
like the yellow circle.
oh, okay. No, of course, go
Just in case,
the long way around.
Okay.
Yep, just
Yeah,
not taking
that's fine,
chances.
that's fine. Yeah, this place feels like so wrong as you get in here. This is like the worst.
Yeah, super bad.
Like even Dawnbringer is like, I don't like
Okay,
it.
so
This place is desecrated.
Yep, no, this is all bad.
And you just try and go with the thing. It disturbs the circle, and you see as that happens, Glabagool suddenly like pushes forward, like there's no more force on it. And he says, "Oh, that's much better. That's much better." Like you can just see that this Glabagool is just radiating. It's like an RGB keyboard just going with phasers. He's just soaked in so much.
Whoa!
Oh wow. All right. Would it be possible to
So we
drain
now
that out
have
of
portable
him?
phasers.
Well, presumably. I mean, the person who knew is dead, probably.
Look, how's so I got a 16. How's Asha?
16 what? Just general
I'm
check?
checking her.
Oh, okay. As far as you can tell, she is in a deep sleep, probably induced.
But she doesn't have like, oh, I don't know, ritualistically prepared stuff or formaldehyde splashed on her or a knife in her back.
I mean, you smell chemicals for sure, but as far as you can tell, no.
Okay, well, that she's okay for right now. Hopefully, she's not also a serial killer. We'll come back to that one.
Right.
When she
She's
is
First
drow.
toast.
So yes.
So, having determined that, Glabagol, here, come here for a sec.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom,
I
zoom.
feel strange, like I'm about to burst.
Hang on. I got you. Now, I want to absorb some of this energy.
Ooh, okay.
Now, the funny thing is, I say that inaccurately. I don't want to absorb this energy at all, but I need to help out Glabagol here. So,
I need to grab this high tension line.
yeah. I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah,
But, you
I grab
know.
this without getting electrocuted.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh boy.
what do I'm assuming this is a roll. What do you want me to roll? Just a
Constitution save.
Tell me how you're trying to do
Execution
this.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, I can't touch it, obviously, because there would be death and acidity. So, I suppose I'm going to meditate for a second and then center myself and then try to sieve at least some of the demonic energy out of him. It doesn't have to go into me. It just needs to leave him. If it's easier to get it into me, then I'll go with that. But
that's the way you know, but you can try the other way as well.
let's try to not get it into me first. Let's make the attempt. Labagol, do me a favor, hold still. Please don't eat me while I'm doing this.
I'm a gelatinous
While
cucumber,
he's
very good
meditating, I
wisdom.
want to take a look at the bench where Bubido is working. See
Okay.
if there's any indication of how he was siphoning it off before.
Okay. So a few things that you see on this bench. You see what seems to be there's a lot of alchemical stuff on here, and you do see places where it looks like slime and whatnot have been scooped into various areas. You see a couple of tattoo needles that look like they've been drained. It's like there's ones that hold ink in them. You see, of course, there was some books and some pages around. Some of them you do recognize because they had been taken from that tomb that you had fought that other demon in before. You do recognize those here and being actively used. As far as things that could potentially be used as siphon, go ahead and make either an alchemist tools or an arcana check, both intelligence. I'm assuming you will choose arcana.
Oh, that's good. 24.
24. That is pretty good. Okay. As best you can tell, the thing that looks like it's been used or is most suited for doing something like that is this alchemical kit that seems to be this combination of these alchemist supplies and looks like a poisoner's kit. There's like glass vials, mortar and pestle, glass stirring rod, things like that there. And it's currently set up to, it almost looks like distill bits of slime, probably Glabagol, and put the result in some sort of potion. You kind of feel like that's how he was doing it. As best you can tell, that's the way that to do it. You can probably spend some more time looking over what he's been doing here to get more of an idea, but just on casual glance, that's what you see.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't seem to really be a spellcaster, so you kind of get the idea that he had to go through alchemical means to do a lot of the stuff. But you think you could potentially replicate it?
I could try and siphon it off like Glabagol, or not Glabagol, like Bubido was doing before. Can't make any guarantees.
I mean, we could also try both methods. The point is just which one we try first.
Yes, that is actually important.
Your that is a good point. Well, yours is probably going to be ready before mine because I got to prep. So you go ahead and go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Labagul, come over here.
Yes. Oh, this seems familiar.
Now, do you remember anything that Bupado was doing before that could help me?
Ah, yes. He was he plugged some tubes into me.
See if I can find some tubes.
Oh yeah, there's some in the kit. Yep. You're like, okay, this is starting to make more sense now. And you see like little bits of slime just kind of like go through there. It doesn't seem to be actually disconnecting from Glabagul. It's almost like it is now just like a tendril extension going down through him and through the tubes. And you can see that, and almost for lack of a better term, seems to be in position to just like milk him of the Phaserus at this point.
Okay.
Nice.
I will attempt to milk the ooze.
Yep, that's
Hey, good night,
it's
folks.
as bad as it sounds. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
This is not a phrase I ever thought I'd utter.
I know, right?
All right. So this does require some proficiency with the alchemist supplies. Now, it is a straight intelligence check otherwise.
I don't have any skill with alchemist tools, so.
That's right.
But I do have a +4 to my intelligence.
That's good.
That's a 19.
Ooh, okay. So you get the hang of it pretty quickly. You're like, oh, this goes there, that goes there. Just repeat and don't screw up. And you start seeing that the Phaserus does start to become separated from Glabagul. It becomes almost more like a liquid, a solid form as it's going through these various contraptions and filters and passing through some of these bottles with other weird alchemical items. This is the first time you've ever seen like actual solid Phaserus. And it starts collecting in one of the bottles, and it's just this rainbow colored liquid that's just sloshing around there. Very, very, very bright once it's concentrated in this form. And this seems like it'll probably take a little bit. It's kind of slow. It's like drip, 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 drip. But you're like, yeah, this will probably work here as long as we just leave them hooked up for a bit and I monitor it.
I think we might have figured it out, Mark.
Now, Mark, the question is, do you still want to try and steal some of this power? Vote now on your phones.
Hang on. Let's see. All right. $5 a vote? Really?
Well, you decide. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think it's just going to turn you like rainbow colored. Is all it's going to do.
This guy out of the way.
You know what? Go big or go home. Let's do it. I just pulled out my dice. Here it is. All right. What am I rolling?
Do you want to try and siphon?
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay.
Now that I'm more secure that it's going to be safe, and that Global is being taken care of regardless, let's do it.
So from Glabagul or just from this evil ritual area?
I look at the evil ritual. Glabagul.
Okay. All right.
I summon Bragwin and absorb her demonic essence.
So this demonic essence that he has on him feels pretty familiar. You're like, that's the old Demogorgon stuff there.
More Demogorgon. Why? Tastes terrible. Ugh.
So if you'd like to siphon from him, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
There we go. My least good saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That's an 18 on the dice, which makes that an 18.
One day.
Yeah, it's so. Whew.
One day that'll fail.
Yeah. No, that is likely going to happen.
All right. So,
Whoops.
uh,
There we go. All right. So, nom nom nom. Obviously, I do not want Demogorgon's power.
oh no, you just want more uses of your thing.
That's the thing. It's like I think that's my only use. By the way, if you remember, I committed to never getting Demogorgon's power.
This is true.
So I can't. I can't break the
This
line
is
on
true.
that one. So
Yeah,
if
that's
my
true.
only option is like, is there a third option? I'm just curious.
Not in this instance, not really.
Okay, no, okay. In that case, yeah, I'll get another usage of demonic power.
Okay.
Yes, that's all we'll get.
Yep. So you get that, and it's great. You're more powerful. You're like, yeah.
Yes, and now I'm gonna ritualistically murder people to steal their power. I say this out loud. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, you do like get that slight like I kind of understand.
It makes
for
perfect
just
sense.
a brief moment. It's like,
It makes
yeah.
perfect sense what he was doing.
Well, it doesn't make sense. You just empathize for a moment.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense at all. What am I saying? Ugh. Are we even gonna bury him? Practical concerns for a moment. Are we gonna bury this guy?
I figured we'd bury all the bodies.
But yeah, get some action. What's the dirt?
Burn the place.
under or over right now?
It's rock.
That's what I was worried about.
Right, not going to be able to bury a damn thing. Set them all on fire.
Yep. I'm gonna, like, to be clear, with respect, I'm gonna try to get all these corpses into a pile. Like, I'm not just shoving them or dragging.
It's like a cord of wood.
Yeah, no, it's just like, okay, hang on, and then place one carefully, and then place another one carefully, and then place one other, and so forth and so on. I'm trying to make a nice little pyre. Oh my God, Guido. In order to, oh, that's not. I'm sorry, that's not Guido. That's Third who sent me that. I need to stop eating so much demonic power. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, whoops.
No, not my hay. Hay's for horses. There you go.
Come on, it's not doing it. There we go. There we go.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
so basically, I'm not
bones.
doing that in universe.
Yeah.
And then Liam, could you please, Taston, do you have any words to send these poor poor souls?
May your journey beyond be unobstructed.
Hang on,
Your
we decided
peace.
the wall doesn't exist in this setting, right? Because that's your call, Third. Wall of the Faithless.
Not as far. I mean, it's not been a thing for a little bit.
Okay, good. So I'm okay with this now. Please continue.
Okay. And may your way be eased much more in death than it was in life. Kelmvor may embrace you.
And goes up, and they are no longer part of this evil ritual.
Is Asha awake yet?
No.
So at this moment is when I will call Taston's attention to Asha and share. I think she's been knocked out.
Okay. Well, I guess we take her back with us. Maybe when she wakes up, she'll have more insight as to what happened here.
Ron says, "You want me to carry another person?"
Sadly, yes. Thank you, Rod.
Mushrooms in a drow.
It's one of those days, Ron.
It's not a recipe.
Did you get all that power out of Glebagol, Liam? We good?
One other thing I wanted to say, while I'm building this siphon,
Mhm.
I want to say a prayer to Azul.
Okay.
Basically, in honor of you, I learned this knowledge in the hopes that it can be useful and someday be helpful to others in need.
All right. You notice Glabagol is like looking at you curiously when you're doing that. Like he's never seen anything like that before.
speaking of which, how is Bren taking all of this?
I mean, okay, probably better than most. It seems to be almost not like a job, but
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, this is my duty to do this sort of stuff.
gotcha. Okay.
Doesn't like it, obviously, but
I also kind of look at it. He's like, I'm looking for approval, kind of like, is he approved? Okay.
should I? This might be a good time to send back to the boss to tell him what's been going on here.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's been happening. You know, you've been watching here, so feel free.
Okay. You see, he closes his eyes for a bit.
Dear boss, this guy needs to be killed immediately. Quick!
Yeah.
Send help.
Target my coordinates and fire. No. No, after a minute, he says, well, message received. Got a response back. He said, very pleased. Not a lot you can fit in 25 words or less, but very pleased. He's still on his way to the surface. He says he has encountered a bit of resistance. He says, I don't know. I'd have to ask tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. As long as he's still alive and functioning and working and keeping in touch, it's the important part.
Okay.
I suppose. What do we do next?
So it looks like this distilling is probably going to take about an hour or so to complete.
Oh my God, Liam, hurry it up, man! Jesus, it's like watching a Windows update. 3%.
After all this time, Stool has finally made it over here.
I've got some paint. We could watch it dry. You know, that'll be entertaining.
There you go.
Yeah, I pull out my offices and what was the other O word I used?
Interns.
Yeah, that's it. Offices and interns book. All right, let's play.
Oh, excuse me.
So would we be able to take the caravan supplies back up with us, or is it?
Oh, yeah,
too much to
that's a good
carry?
thing. What's in the caravan supplies?
I mean, it's the caravan supplies. It looks like stuff they took to trade, clothing, that kind of stuff.
Hey, Ron.
It looks like it's been routed through.
Actually, no. Does he have like a cart here anywhere?
He doesn't seem to. Whatever cart they came in with definitely didn't make it down here, although you're not sure how the cart really would go through these tunnels.
That's fair.
It seems weird. You don't think that Bupido could have easily drugged this stuff down here, so...
Yeah, that's when the actual boss shows up.
He's like, Kool-Aid Man.
damn it.
No.
Yeah, just Kool-Aid. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
right through the
yeah.
wall.
Mhm.
The giant ogre who wields people as a weapon.
Yep. That makes sense.
Okay. I mean, I could probably carry one of these. So here, that's my job now.
So that while you've got the chance, and Liam, you've got an hour to look things over here. There's a couple of things of interest that Bupido had around here, which might be worth having. The tattoo needles actually are used for magical tattoos. You still need the actual ingredients for them, but that's what those are. Bupido also did have his light repeating crossbow here, which is not magical, but it's a Durgar and Darrow mechanical wonder you normally don't see outside of Gracklestug. So you do have that. You have that alchemical kit as soon as it's done being used. That is an item itself. It's like this combination of alchemist supplies and a poisoner's kit. And it is made to be concealed as well. So basically you can store it on yourself, and then there's a certain DC check somebody has to make in order to find it on you. So it is made to be taken discreetly to places. There is also a very odd shard that is on the table, which looks like it's in the process of being imbued with Phaserus. It looks like the experiment's not really complete, but it is close to it. And then there's some other various stuff. There's also the books that, of course, he took from the temple area that you were at before, and you see some stuff which is very close to what the cultist had, except this seems to actually be a lot more accurate and not haphazardly done. He's got some lucky clothes. He's got his apron. Yeah.
So what are we going to do with those concentrated phasers?
It's up to you. You're going to have a dose of it.
Well, Liam, you get first pick on that, I think.
Drink it on down.
And this is
Yeah, go
demonic infused phaser. You
Chug.
suspect this is
Chug.
probably an ingredient for a lot
Chug.
of the stuff he was doing.
Chug. Chug.
Chugging it. Oof.
Chug.
It goes out. That'll go down smooth.
Yeah.
I'll let you try it first.
Perfect. Glug. Ah, yeah, that's just.
That's the
Don't
one.
drink this.
Yeah.
That'll
So,
probably kill you. Abigail stops flashing. He's like, "Wow, I
You
feel
feel
much better now."
okay, good. You're ready to travel with us again, right? Like, you good? Do you need rest? Do you need to rest?
No,
Okay, cool.
so I've seen a lot of new things. This
I bet. I can't wait to hear all about them.
If you'd like, I can tell you everything that happened.
Actually, one thing really quick. Are you hungry at all?
Talking to Glabagul?
Yeah.
No.
No, I
Well,
don't
listen.
get hungry.
Could you do me a favor and dispose of something for me? Is that okay to
Oh,
ask
of
that?
course.
Perfect.
Cleaning.
I throw him
Yep.
into
I
Gabagool.
knew it. I
Oh.
knew it. I knew it.
I in total contrast to all the reverence earlier, I just grab him and just toss him casually.
Wing him in there.
Yeah, just fling.
Yeah, so he just says, just throw him on top, and he just sits there
Yep.
and starts slowly going.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
It actually takes a little while. Like, he seems to have
Just
some
keep
sort
at
of
it.
resistance,
Just keep at it.
but
We'll work
you know,
on it.
it eventually happens.
Appreciate it.
And you just see some bones like go down there.
Now, you're probably thinking that's just spite, but no, there's a little bit of practicality there too. Getting rid of the body means it's a lot harder to res him.
It's true.
And the off chance his divinity plan had some gradients of sanity to it.
Hey, whatever Breaking Bad excuse you need.
Listen, that's when I tie an explosive to him. No, so with him out of the picture in every way that matters, what do we do with this stuff?
I mean, it's worth quite a bit.
It's worth that. I mean, we've got it here.
Yeah.
You know,
Although
I mean,
I would note, and because you rolled very high investigations, you do know that all the caravan party are not accounted for. Not all of them were here, and not all of them. Let's say you did find one back in that murder pile up top too. There's a lot of murder piles around here.
there's so many. What is with the Underdark
Yeah,
and murder
that's-
piles?
It's not a good place. The real estate's pretty bad.
Oh, okay. All right. First thing we do is we let's just hold on to it. Let's just hold on to it, and let's not go back to the place where they're seeking after demonic stuff. How's that sound? Let's go somewhere else.
Okay.
Do we have a goal? I'm sorry, I did technically miss over a session, but I feel like we don't have a goal right now other than stop the demons.
Well, it was to get out of the city, but in order to do that, we had to find proof of the advisors' like plan against the city. One of the advisors that was close to the king
Did
was
we find
writing all
that?
the edicts. That was the mission that the drow gave us.
Right,
and they would let us out of the
right.
city.
And then we came down here and found Bupido.
Right.
Right.
So
no
we
evidence.
could plant the concentrated phaserus on him and then frame him.
I do like that idea. Hang on. Let me pull up my
That's-
quest log. Pull up here. Scroll. Hang on. Let me pull up Wowhead really quick. Let's see. What's the name of this quest third?
It's a PTR. You can't find it. Sorry.
PTR. That's okay. Wowhead is a PTR version. Okay. It says
Yes.
if we go to 33.26 by 21 by 26, we'll find a guy. I'm fine with framing the dude. I mean, there's clearly something going on. So it's probably framing him of something he's actually guilty of, right?
Right. Or we can just like find proof of what he's actually done, and instead of framing him, we could basically turn him in.
Yeah.
Is another option. So we can keep framing as plan B.
Yeah, I kind of like that. What do you think, Liam?
Sorry, I'm banning someone.
All right, we could ban him. That's also, yeah. I mean, that could work.
Oh, whoops! My chat was really off. I had chat from like an hour ago. Jesus. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, 2 people to ban there.
Yep.
Spam.
Yeah, just spam bots. That's weird. I don't even get those anymore.
Unacceptable.
Of course, I usually ban those on site because it's me. But anyways, all right. So
Okay, what was the question?
we can go back to town and try to figure out what this guy's doing and turn him in. And if we fail at that, frame him for the things we're pretty sure he's actually doing with that phaserist that you just grabbed.
Or
we
find our own way out of the city.
Yeah, I mean, we can leave, I guess. I mean, we're already out of the city, aren't we?
No, not technically. This is beneath the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
thank you,
Or
Brady.
at least you haven't found a way out of here that doesn't just lead back into the city.
There is that
We're
spider
basically
hole.
doing our best Ninja Turtles right now. No spiders. No
There's definitely
spiders.
some places that you did not go down here.
Oh, and better for it.
Not only just the spider hole, but So if you want to look around here a little more, you can.
So yeah, it sounds like our options are investigate and deal with frame or roam.
Let's frame them.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just straight frame them. Screw it. We're not even trying.
Yeah.
We
Skipping straight to
beeline
plan
back
B.
for town.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
Who wants to carry a stool? Because I'm carrying a chest and Ront is carrying 2 people.
Maybe
You're doing a
And
good
what
job,
size is-
Ront.
What
Wait.
size is stool again?
He is small.
Okay. Can I put stool in the chest?
Not without removing some stuff.
Okay. Can stool ride on the dog?
If you strap
Stan?
him to it, maybe.
Bren, are you okay with us strapping a sentient fungus to your back? Be honest. Be honest.
Don't have a problem with it.
Okay. Liam, can you carry the 3rd chest, by the way? Like, I don't know what your strength is. Can you mage hand this thing the way up? Like, I'm already carrying the chest.
Mage hand definitely will not work.
Can you magic this thing up? Can you, like, cast grease every 20 feet? Just
Oh God. Which will be great when we're
Man,
going
that'd be
uphill.
fun.
uphill. All right. Whoa.
Yeah.
Who's that Greek guy that pushes the rock up? Sisyphus?
Sisyphus. Yeah.
Sisyphus. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just say no. I know Mage Hand can't do that, and yeah, I don't have the other one.
What's your strength, buddy? You got this.
Average.
You're a half orc. You can do it.
Yeah, human average.
Can I carry 2?
It's the human side that I got my
Can't
strength
carry
from.
2. I'm a dwarf.
How strong are you, Mark?
That's actually a good question. My strength, it's not great because I'm all dex. My strength is 14.
Okay. So you could probably get 2 of them as long as you drag them.
Oh, God. Hang on, guys.
Yep.
That'll be nice and
Stealth.
quiet. Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Stealth. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not thinking like, it's not that heavy, but I mean, you could, so let me put it this way. You could do 2. There may be some con checks involved if you're going a long distance.
Yeah.
So here's a thought.
Mhm.
Can we consolidate what's in the chests? Because you said they had been like ransacked.
It's true.
Mm.
Want to Tetris these?
Yeah. Let's pull
Okay.
some Resident Evil
Okay.
4 here.
I was just
Who's gonna do this? Someone with probably
Oh.
That's not me. That's an in check, right?
it is an int check, yes.
Yeah, so that's a plus 0
Okay.
for me. If only
So
we had someone of
Liam
high
would
int in the
supervise while we're
party.
doing this.
Ron raises his hand.
Yeah.
Okay, Ron, Ron. All right, you
Yeah,
He's
perfect.
waving the
you
mic
do
around.
whatever
Oh,
Liam
oh,
tells
oh.
you to. Okay,
Oh, okay.
Liam, tell him what to do.
All right. So I have a +4 to my intelligence.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hang on, I'm gonna assist.
okay.
I'm gonna give you a okay. No,
It does. It gives you advantage if you assist.
I'm not gonna quick test.
Can we just take 20?
Advantage will help. Come on.
No, but I failed. I got a 4 to assist you.
You
so-
don't. You don't
Oh,
roll this. You just
okay.
assist, and they get advantage.
Oh, well, in that case, I assist you.
Like, wait, I've done camping before. Hold on.
No, that's exactly it. I've been camping, and I'm like, I got this. So go ahead, reroll. Roll lower. It would be funny.
It would be. Oh, speaking of which, before we finish, I need to share a video. The Viva La Dirt League, their D&D campaign. This one guy has worse dice luck than Will Wheaton.
That is unlikely, but wow.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
funny.
impressive.
So that's 14.
14. Okay. They are stuffed full, or two of them are just packed full. It's like you actually have to like pull stuff out, and then there's resistance that kind of packed full. But you're able to consolidate it mostly. You just probably don't want to take a long trip with all of this in there.
Not everything in these chests is going to be valuable or
Yeah.
worth.
Oh, yeah, I
mean, you
back.
can-
Can we just
The
grab the
clothing,
bacon and
the
toss
clothing
that?
doesn't matter. You
Get
can
rid of
toss, but
the salted pork and the ham. Just throw all that
most
out
of it was something that was like, oh, this is probably trade goods.
There's just
They foraged for
rolls
most of their
linen.
stuff along the way.
This is all canned mushrooms. Why would you do that?
So you got an empty chest if you want that too.
Hey, now we have an empty chest.
Who's
Liam,
gonna
can you
ca-
carry an empty chest?
I think I could do that.
Okay. Let's do it. We have successfully looted. This is. I'm sorry. This has been on my mind lately because D2 remaster coming up. It's just like D2, right? You kill the boss and you loot, and it's like, oh, I'm full. But if I leave, the other player is going to leave the party, and then I'm not going to get caught up to the next boss, and I'm going to be there. So I need to go. Okay, town portal, go bank, quick, run back, loot. Okay, and then go back.
Yep.
You recall passing a place on the way down here called Hirelings Are Us. You're like, oh.
Yep. Just.
Okay.
Minions.
Anyways,
Yeah. Need more of them.
yeah. So
Which way do you want to go?
yeah, we're going back to town, right? We're going back to town. Who of us?
So Gabagool
Oh God,
should know how to get back to town because he
It's
said
true.
he knows a lot of things and hopefully was paying attention when he came down here.
Oh
Lead
yes, I was
on,
paying good
Bubble.
attention. I saw a lot of stuff.
Did you see a spider cave?
A spider cave. No, I did not.
Okay, I'm
So
with
many
this. Let's
spider
do
caves.
it.
No.
Yeah.
When I came in here, Vupido was not housed here.
He wasn't
No. He was kicked out of the cult.
of the cult
Yes.
of what?
I don't know specifically what they were called, but they very obviously worshipped Demogorgon.
Well, that explains a lot.
He had disagreements. But they were not here. They were, and his eyes like point down the hallway there. He says, they were past there.
I turned to the party. So should we go deal with the Demogorgon cult while we're here? I mean, if we're incredibly lucky, this will be a BioWare game, and there'll actually be evidence there of the guy working with them, and that'll be our ticket.
Yes, the guy working
Sure.
with them is Demogorgon. I'm not gonna tell you right now. It's no.
No, I know. That's the joke. I mean, but that would
It's
be that
never
way,
that
like
easy.
in Dragon Age or whatever. Be like, all right, we need to investigate
Yeah.
this cult.
Oh, a
And,
letter.
my God,
It was me signed.
I knew it. Yeah, it's just, who knew? Liam, I mean, you cool. I mean, I know the sword is probably cool with wiping out the cult.
Yes.
To the surprise of no one.
Brent,
They
you
also had
cool
some
with
things,
cold
other things I
wiping?
recognized because he had a much better lab there.
He had it. So that was the good place.
That was the good place.
Jeez, oh my God.
They had some more of. Do you remember that that room underneath the temple?
I
There were
do.
some of the things there as well.
That's. Oh yeah. No, Liam.
I'm afraid we're not ready for to take on the rest of an entire cult. But
They're idiots.
I mean, they do worship Demogorgon. You know, that's kind of.
That's a new word that I learned. Everyone was calling each other idiots.
Okay.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep
firing.
So
They are very cross with each other all the time. I think
Okay.
they're crazy.
Glabigal, let's try this. How far is it from here to the good place?
It scoots for a second and then like kind of measures the time that it takes.
Yeah, take your time.
And then we went this way, this way.
So Bregwin wants us to go after the cult. She even donated 500
Oh
bits
God, she did.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
to, I'm assuming, for advantage on a
On
roll,
killing the
not
cult.
disadvantage. So
Yeah, you
Feel-
can give us disadvantage too if you want.
she can, yeah.
You feel divine inspiration come down.
Okay.
Yes.
Welcome to cult time.
Bahamut Gwyn has inspired me. It is time.
But he says, based on my speed, I could get there in probably about 17 minutes.
Your speed, you could get there in 17 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
got to
it's
be
on the
like
next
right
one.
around the corner. In
Yeah.
fact, hang on. Can we pull like a freaking comedy bit where I go over here and it's right there?
It's
And
not,
we've just
but
been
you-
doing this whole thing
Set up the shop like 2
in
feet
like
away.
visual range.
So
Insert Benny Hill theme.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
so this actually may determine your next step once you look into the T intersection and see
Yep.
this.
I'm looking.
You realize that the very first path you did not take leads in here when you
Oh
came in
my
here.
God! Of course it does.
This is little like you look to the left and there's the entrance. You look to the right, there's the diseased pool.
I a lot of dwarven and elven invective comes out of my mouth.
Perfect. Just perfect.
I still say we should go after the cult. We're fresh on spells. We're fresh on HP,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's right there.
Let's make it happen.
The Glabgul says, well, we went through the pool. Well, we didn't go through the pool. We took an alternate route. I went through the pool. Boopadope took a different route. And then we met on the other end. Let's see. They went down the long hallway, and then they made a left turn. And from there, they kept going up the long hallway again.
Okay, long hallway,
And then the entrance was there. It's not very far away. They had to wait for me.
and then another long hallway, and then it's here, right? This is my incredibly accurate map, right?
Glabgul says, maybe you should just follow me.
Okay. I'll follow you.
Recalculating.
I believe you, Global. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Commit.
So,
Oh my God, we need to figure out a way to get him faster.
he doesn't
Liam,
have
you
his
need-
little chariot from before.
Liam, you need to learn fly permanency. Does permanency exist in 5th edition?
It does not.
We need to. Okay, GM, we need to make
Yes.
permanency a thing, and then it needs to be a thing. For
Ratify
fly.
it.
It
Sounds
just
like
needs to be GM'd in.
Sounds like a job for Liam. It sounds like spell research.
That's right. We need to research this, Liam.
I
mean, this all
also
broke-
need to learn Tensor's floating disk.
Yeah.
Right.
Although that would just kind of would that hold an acidic death doom?
I think so. I don't think it takes damage, does it?
That's a good question. Hang on.
Actually, the cube actually might be over the weight limit.
500 pounds, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see. Because I remember the gelatinous cube like weighing a ton.
Hmm.
Globule needs to have a salad.
Gelatinous cube, average weight 50,000 pounds.
What?
Um,
That no. How much does my car weigh? Hang on.
So he's dark matter.
So a ton is basically 2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is more than a ton. When I said ton, I wasn't meaning the exact measurement. Sorry.
So my car apparently weighs a little over a ton and a half, about 3,000. And this blob, yeah, is a Mudsdale apparently.
Well, I mean, I guess that would. Okay, so you know what? According to different sources, it changes. It looks like, because this other one says it's 15,000 pounds, which is a little more reasonable.
Well, just think about a car.
Oh yeah,
How much this thing weighs compared to that? That's our measurement.
Yeah, I don't own a car that's heavy.
So drop him on a person.
It would make a lot of sense as to why they're so deadly.
Yeah, no, if
Most
they're
of
that
the pictures
dense,
are people being crushed underneath it.
Okay.
Well, that means so about that fly spell. What level is fly in 5th edition?
I think it's third.
Hang on. Fly.
Yeah, it's third.
No, just fly. The spell fly. Come on. It is 3rd level. Duration up to 10 minutes. Okay. I turned to Liam. You know, I heard rumors of ancient, venerated concepts called permanency. In all seriousness, my character has history. This is built into my backstory.
Oh yeah.
I do have ranks in history.
So you know how magic breaks every so often when they change editions. Yeah.
Yeah, back before the last change. I mean break.
Wait. Well, what's the race that created the like flying cities things?
Oh God, I can't think of that. What they're called.
For some reason, I can't think of them, even though like the last hideout was their specific thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally have a sword of theirs.
Netherese.
Yeah, there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm fairly certain the Netherese had researched and figured out permanence for spells.
I mean, you're right. I think I've heard about that. If
had to
only
do
we
something
had
to
like a
create the
Netherese
flying
artifact
cities that are
on
still
hand.
flying.
Help with this too.
And Dombrigger even says, "Oh yeah, I can confirm that's true. They were very good."
Oh, there you go. See, we've got proof positive.
As a matter of fact, I'm probably the result of that.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm just saying this could be a thing. So, while we laboriously make our way over there,
Yep.
which is going to take 17 minutes.
We do all the research on the way.
It's not terrible. It's half your speed, so it's not like
Yeah,
the
I
Myconid
know.
Sprouts.
Now, this isn't like if we were escorting Stool. This
Yeah,
isn't
no.
WoW Classic.
Stool. Yeah, you could take a long rest while Stool went over there. So you get to the diseased pool area. Glabgul does say that last time Bupido went to that left path with all those little mushrooms and that crack in the wall and went through there and met him on the other side.
Isn't that the horrible path we sent Bren through?
It looks similar, but it's not the same one.
Right.
So either you can use the web trick again if you want. Obviously, Glabgul is just going to go through the pool.
Thoughts?
Or you could go all the way back around.
I mean, we could get some spell research done that way.
What, going all the way back
there's also
around?
Spider.
Yeah, you can do it while you're traveling, but
Well, there was Spider Hole. There was Mushroom Forest with insects.
you didn't take one of the paths in the mushroom forest with insects. So there is another way through there.
There was, the Centipede War, which we started.
Yeah.
This wee crap. I did that.
That's fair. Full credit and experience to you for
okay.
that, because
Yeah.
wow.
My fault. I mean, I suppose I can burn one of my 2nd level spells, but I won't be as effective when we reach the cult.
Hang on, I'll check the corridor. I'm
All right.
small. I'll go in. I put down my chest.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. You go over to it. You see this narrow crack in the wall. It's even for your size, it is going to be an incredibly tight fit. It looks like although go ahead. So what's your passive perception?
Decent because it's wisdom.
Yeah.
13 or 14.
14. All right. You notice that as you approach this crack in the wall that has this fungi all around it, you notice that people have been eating the fungi around it, around the entrance here. So something may live here, you're not sure, or something frequents here. But it's definitely cleared a path to get in there. It's like someone obviously has kept this place either maintained or they're just hungry. Who knows? You could squeeze through this thing, but you'll be legitimately like squeezing, like half speed. Attacks when you have advantage, you have disadvantage to do basically anything.
Hey, Bragwin, should I do this? I'll let you decide. Now, some of the audience may have forgotten this. In fact, my party members probably forgotten this, but I have an ability that has never actually activated, and I have decided in lore that I don't know this ability exists. Yeah, I don't have a
I thought it was impact based.
Yeah, well, as an action, I can move through 20 feet through spaces no more than an inch in diameter. It's all the rules, but it hasn't triggered yet, so I don't know I can do that. The impact thing is slimy organs. That's triggered a few times.
Right. Okay.
I'm just kind of gross here. Let's just be honest. So
my only problem is how is you going through going to be beneficial for the rest of us who cannot make it through?
That is true.
That's a future problem.
Yeah, that's a problem for future you.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. So do we go? Like, the funny thing is, as a player, it's like, well, obviously we go around because that way we save the spell slot. As a character, it's like, well, just burn the spell, dude. I don't want to walk the next 8 hours around.
It's going to take like 2 days to.
Yeah, it's just burn the spell, and that's that wonderful distinction between a role player and a role player. I'll let you decide, though. It is your spell slot.
Given the options, I don't want to go for a walk.
Yeah.
Web.
Okay.
So you put your web bridge up, and there's a few more people here. It takes a little bit to haul the chest over, but you manage to do it with the assistance of that. And then at the end, Gladwell just kind of like sloops over and emerges on the other side, completely unaffected by this.
I was actually just about to say, "Oh God, the bridge won't sustain 40,000 pounds of death." But no, right. He can just
Why not send him first?
You can.
He goes across first.
He goes across first, and
he makes a bridge of his body. Just walk on top.
I mean, if you really want to.
No.
Okay. It's like hot feet,
It burns.
It's just you just have to be quick.
You'd almost have to. He has to get halfway through. You have to jump on them, then jump the other way. Yeah, this is like not good.
So it's like a Mario bounce pad.
Yeah, except it doesn't bounce you; it just sticks you in place and then dissolves your feet.
Oh, perfect. That also sounds like a Mario look name.
Except for that, it's exactly like a Mario bounce pad.
It's a dark Mario game.
All right, it takes 10 minutes or so, but you make it across. Minus one spell slot, which is fine.
Thank goodness.
You get through there, and Glavel keeps sloshing forward, and he does make a left at that intersection that you instead went straight, and starts heading down the corridor.
I should probably stealth at about this point in time and get ahead of the group. Start scouting. Oh yeah, that's going to be a 21.
Okay. Yep. So you go a little bit ahead just so you can scope things out. You get about 30-ish or so feet ahead of the party, right? Just so you can see them, but get a little bit
they
of
can't
distance.
See me.
Mm-hmm. You start as stop me if you've heard this one before. You start smelling brimstone and foul chemicals as you get closer.
I drool a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's not demonic power. It actually is just nasty brimstone.
Oh. It's like when you smell smoking for a second, you think, oh, it's someone's doing a cookout, or no, it's just smoke.
It's a plastic fire, actually. Burns the nose.
Okay.
And you get to at a T intersection. You look right where all of this is coming from. You can even see like the smoke rolling through this place. And down, just kind of lit by a host of fires and some torches, you see, and lanterns, you see a couple things. First thing is that this is obviously some sort of hideout. This place is very similarly furnished to that other occultist place you encountered, but on a much larger scale. You see there is a cage, much like the ones that held the bears, except there is a fairly large two-headed dog in it, which is just gnawing on a bone inside. You see a Darrow dressed in fairly common clothing, looking at it kind of nervously and just fingering a repeating crossbow. You hear what sounds like this cacophonous chanting drone coming from further inside around the corner. This place is actually pretty large. It's probably about 100 feet to the other side, where you see it ends on fungi and a wall. And something you will notice about the other end, it looks like a massive amount of smoke and fire just kind of like came out of this this large crack on the other side of the wall as well. You see that people have moved things away from there, and there's this really nasty part of this room, like somebody lit a fire in a crevice and blew a bunch of smoke through there.
Like the one that we did.
Maybe. Around the corner, you can see a green glow, but it's way around the corner. Without actually going into this place, you wouldn't be able to see it. But there's definitely, well, you know what, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sorry, I thought you saw me shaking my head. No. My perception check is no.
Not quite sure how many people are in here, maybe 5 to 10, just based on the voices you can hear. And if there's more being silent, could be more. Definitely Darrow based.
All right, so sneak back, report in. Didn't see anything that's really going to help with it, like an initial plan. On the plus side, we do have Glavagol.
Yep. So I'll just go ahead and show you this. Don't metagame. But there's a part around the corner that you couldn't see, but this is what you're looking at.
So this is where we're coming from?
That is where you're coming from, yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's just, that's what I thought. It's basically just a hallway leading into, and there's definitely nothing on the right. There's just a hallway leading to death.
I mean, you know, there's stuff over there. You're just not quite sure what's going on.
So that really does sound like we're just going to have to charge in, honestly, which I'm okay with. It's just, you know, I was hoping to get a surprise round in. How could we? I mean, I could try to sneak in, but like there's no cover after a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
We could send Glavagol in first and just kind of be like in a single row behind him so they can't see us behind him. What?
You look at the transparent Glavagol?
Look, it's fine. And it's dark down here, okay? That's why they call it the... And so we could still send him in first.
Do we have a Holocaust cloak?
You picked one up and you were waving it in front of his face. Actually, you wouldn't have a cloak because that would be one of the things to go from the chest.
Okay, I've got it. So where's we should, where's all the, am I under it right now? I think I'm under it. Yep, there I am.
What does it say? Under me.
Under the Underdark.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
Let me,
I can't get on top of it.
move your dude real quick.
Yeah.
Trying to, no, there's still more things underneath it. Is this locked? Oh, no wonder. Somehow this got locked.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it was misbehaving.
Okay,
So that's better.
Where'd I go? There I am. All right, so here's my thought. Hear me out for a second. We set up basically like, say, here-ish, like as close as we can reasonably think about getting before they just obviously see us. And then shout at the top of our lungs, Demogorgon sucks!
Well, we could do that.
What does he suck?
I mean, just my general thinking, for real here, we drop all our loot back here, you know, further back in the cave. and we pull them out to us. You know, we send the hunter in, he picks off someone, he runs back, and we funnel them back to us.
Start kiting the bad guys.
Yeah,
I was
we
just gonna
just-
say,
just
yeah, we're
kite
just gonna
them out.
kite them one at a time,
Well, not one at a time, probably. They'll probably all come in a bundle, but we'll be funneling
all at
them,
a time.
and they won't have this giant whatever thing is that I don't know what it is over there. You know, it basically it's the Star Trek 2 thing. The odds will be even, right?
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yes.
How much Phasers is in this area?
There's about the normal amount. I mean, there's enough, to affect casting.
And a whole lot
Okay.
in that jar you've got right over there.
I'm having a terrible idea.
I love it already.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, I think I have an idea of okay. Yep,
Do it.
let's
Do it. Let's
see
commit.
it.
Let's commit.
Yep.
Liam, do you have any ideas for how to approach this situation?
Oh, good. Give him an opening. Just give him
Is
an
there
opening.
any way? Do you have any thoughts?
Grenade out.
Yep. There. Yep. God.
Wow.
Oh, I knew this. Okay.
Do we even know what that will do?
Nope.
Nope.
That's the best part.
It's literally a wild magic grenade.
Yes. You have liquid chaos that you've just thrown.
Oh god, Polymorph would be beautiful.
Oh,
There's a bunch of bunnies
yeah.
roaming
Brankwood-
through the holes.
Brankwood just played the
Oh, gosh,
Leroy
yeah.
Jenkins.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Let's do it. Screw it. I mean, we're gonna investigate the guy anyway, right? He's probably actually doing stuff, so we'll probably actually find real evidence. We don't need the fake evidence, and we don't need the money.
A literal Guido grenade.
Do it. I'm with it. Do you have a chart to roll from, Third, for what's going to happen when this thing goes off?
I've got an idea.
Are you going to roll once or roll once for each person?
We're just gonna roll a bunch of the wild magic table, and then we'll see what happens.
Roll
Okay.
16 percentile
You ever
dice.
played Hearthstone and played Yogg-Saron?
Yes. Okay.
20 minutes of random things happening
Yep.
in Hearthstone. They nerfed it though.
Aw.
All right, so. All right,
So I think
what's the plan?
how far in are people at this point? Is this dude the only one we can see right now?
That's the only one you can see, along with this two-headed dog. There's people chanting around the corner though. Like you can hear them once you get
Okay.
here.
So what I'm going to do then is basically come up here to where Mark is,
Okay.
and that's where I'm going to throw the grenade from.
Okay. Where are you attempting to have it land?
If you want, I can throw it. I probably have a better chance of getting it farther. I don't want to take your thunder. It's your idea. It's just I have the better strength and dex scores.
Oh, sure.
All right. In the name of Liam. All right. What do I roll?
Which square are you looking to have it go?
Liam?
I'm
How far
thinking
can we
like
get this thing in?
here.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a mighty throw.
Okay, hang on. I've got a much better and much worse idea.
Okay.
What if rather than, flinging it from here, I run charging in? Full tilt, football style.
Okay.
And, once I basically adaptively, once I see, oh, I can't copy paste, but, oh my God, there's 20 people over here. That's when I fling.
I mean, I want to make sure that we are targeting the area where the enemy will most likely be casting from. So if we're retreating back,
That's a good point. In that case, honestly, at that point, we probably shouldn't use it in our initial at all. That shouldn't be our pull. That should be once they've come to
exit.
us, then, right?
I don't know. I mean, do we want it to imbue the area with the Phasers?
Do we have any vague idea how large of a radius this is going to hit?
That's
Oh,
Also a good
I
question.
think that sounds like an Arcana check. right
If
there.
only we knew someone who
Yeah,
could
if only.
roll this.
15.
15. All right. So the only thing you know for sure is you have no earthly idea.
Oh wow.
Just due to the chaotic nature of it, there is virtually no way to predict it.
Okay.
It could
So-
do all sorts of random stuff.
Option number 2, I could try to. Okay, so you played Fallout, right? Fallout 3, for example. So I'm going to sneak in and reverse pickpocket onto someone after pulling the pin, and then sneak out. Have you ever done that in Fallout 3?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I am thinking about stealthing further. We need more intel. So I'm gonna do a stealth roll. Let's
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, I rolled well. Thank God. Okay, so where's my stealth? That's going to be a 24.
Okay, so where are you moving?
Right here.
Oh, okay, well, hold on a second.
Okay, so let's try up to here for starters.
All right, so you start
This
moving. Go
feels
ahead.
like we've kind of got like a wall
Very
here.
quickly, make me either a nature or a survival check.
Oh, jeez. Do I have either of those? No.
It's wisdom based for survival.
I'll go with
Intelligence based for
survival then.
nature.
So that'll be a 17.
17. Okay. I'm going to move you real quick before you do something. So you get about here, and you realize that in this fungi patch, you can see several things that you recognize as shriekers. And those are fungi that, you know, when any creature or light comes within a close proximity to them, they will give off a very loud, audible shriek.
Yeah.
And they are virtually impossible to sneak past.
I stopped dead, obviously. Like, that could be our pull. Like, I share this. I turn around, come back, and it triggers. You know, that could be our pull. Just set the whole thing on fire.
That'll get their attention.
Yeah, it'll pull them.
So you're talking about lacing the area with phasers, concentrated phasers, and then setting the place on fire, and then that'll draw them to it.
Well, I still think the throw should be a finisher, not a puller. Like I was down
Okay.
with a puller, but with those things there, that's not happening.
Okay.
I think that should be a ha 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 ha, oh God kind of a thing. Or oh, Demogorgon, I guess in their case.
Yeah.
So, Liam, do you want to set the shriekers on fire?
I kind of think about a reason why not.
So I'm gonna scooch back a little bit for no reason. Liam, you go up there. Just there we go.
So it's a little far up.
He just walks through casually.
He's going to walk through.
Hi. No, okay. Where's Ron? Ron?
Does token not get moved? Yeah,
There it is. In fact, where's Glavagul? There we go. Oh yeah, he might be relevant too. Bren here.
Okay.
Placed against the wall.
Is
placed
she
against
still
the
asleep,
wall.
by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, she's back there. He's back there. You just take care. Don't eat her.
Yet.
Gross.
Thank you.
So I'm going to light a torch
Okay.
and I'm going to hand it to Mark.
What do I need to
you
roll?
to throw it here.
What do I need to roll?
Just a range attack, which is dexterity based.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a 18.
18. Nailed it.
Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Cantrip, control
Okay.
flame
Okay.
to make the flame grow.
Okay.
I'm making it grow and grow and grow until
Okay.
those fungus patches light on fire.
Yeah. So it starts growing and growing, and before it reaches the fungi pass, you hear this beep. That is just this ear-pitting screech as the fungi patches start lighting on fire. This is like a fire alarm going off.
I feel bad for Bren.
Bren is Bren's like, oh no.
I warned him. I warned him before we did. Like, this is gonna be loud. Okay.
He's like,
Be ready.
yeah, you can tell he's powering through it, but he's like, oh.
I'm like holding his ears.
Yeah,
okay,
there you
it's
go.
okay.
The thing when the sirens are coming around, hold the dog's ears. That's right. And let me ask this before we do anything. When does everybody have to get off tonight?
I mean, now would be a decent time for me, admittedly.
Okay. Because Hornet's Nest Eagles kicked.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm sure
So you're
also
saying
have
we
to do
should
some-
probably roll initiative someday.
Yes.
No, let's just keep walking through it without rolling. So then we
Oh,
killed
just
that
like
guy.
through the fire.
and
Yeah.
then we killed that guy, and then
Yeah.
I
I
will
grab a
say-
guy and throw him into the fire. I throw a guy and throw him into Glabagool.
So it's a slow motion action walk
yep.
without looking behind you kind of thing.
Just,
Yes, you don't look at it. I will say, as
If
this
John Wick was slow motion.
yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, third.
as you know, they start going off and they start burning up, you hear this booming voice, which is even reaching over the din of these shriekers. These two voices actually just shouting in unison in Giant.
Which I don't know.
I don't suppose anyone knows Giant.
Yep.
No,
Quick, Liam, spend 10 minutes.
Uh,
but it sounds angry and threatening, and it is coming from down around the corner.
I believe that qualifies as a dun dun dun.
Yeah. And then next time we'll do initiative and find out what happens here.
We're about to
This is a
die.
large
So what's
dice.
gonna happen? This is
As you throw your loot at the enemy.
get him. Get him.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
It's a
Yeah, that's a
dice column?
cliffhanger.
On the plus side, we're kind of fresh, right? We're flush with everything. So if we're gonna do this fight, this is a good time for it.
I think
We
you're
leveled,
down.
right, for taking care of Bupido. That was such a difficult conf. I think we deserve a full. Actually, can we get 2 levels for defeating Bupido?
2 levels for defeating Pupido.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
defeating? Really?
We overcame our disgust at him. And,
Oh, I will say this: next time you're able to take a long rest, you will level.
okay. Also, Bragwin does have a valid question.
What is that?
Will advantage carry over to the next session?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay. Thank you, Bragwin. We might need it.
Unless you use it right now.
Yes,
Okay,
I
I'm
want
gonna
to use
use,
it right now to
for
throw...
initiative.
You could use it for initiative.
That's that. No.